Hello, friend. So here we have, the gate 14, the gate of power skills, possession in great measure. Remember, we're in the fourth quarter, this fourth quarter of mutation. The 14th gate, again, a little bias. I have it in my design a few times. Again, individual circuitry. So if you see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 gates that start off this quarter of mutation, and they're all individual circuitry, and individual circuitry brings mutation. Not the whole quarter isn't individual, but these first 4 gates that bring this information to us are empowering. So again, sits here in the Sacral Center. So it's really fascinating to watch this gate. So this gate empowers a direction for the individual and for humanity through the distribution of resources. So I don't have the second gate. The second gate is all about vision, and we've gone through that in another video, the second gate. And my husband also has this gate. So here's the experience that I witness. So the 14th gate is about the distribution of resources. You know, this gate shows us how to invest our resources in order to expand our horizon. So my husband's a manifestor. He does not have the Sacral Center defined, but he does have a hanging 14th gate. I have the Sacral Center defined with the 14th gate also sitting here. It's interesting to watch this. So I also have the 2145. And so this is, you know, as I speak about some of these things, you can see how the synthesis works in design. The 2145, it's that channel of money, but it's also about educating the tribe. I also have shores as my environment. And shores is really about looking at the horizon, being able to see, you know, into the horizon, and, you know that the next day is coming. Okay. So with my design, the 14th gate, the channel of money, and horizons, shores being my best environment, I spend my money and a little bit of his on educating myself so I can educate other people. He has the identity center defined. My husband has always, he's 50 years old. He has always lived on a cattle farm as a little boy. For a brief period, him and I did not live on a cattle ranch. We were, you know, accumulating our resources to do that. And now we're back on the farm. That's always been his identity. He's always identified with being a cattle rancher. Always. So where does he expend his resources? Stuff for the farm. But he does not spend very often. But when he does, it's a large purchase. It's a big tractor. It's, you know, more cattle. It's land. It is, you know, the way he spends his money and invests his money is in his direction. Where I spend my money is in education. So again, as you watch and weave your design together, you can see all of this stuff take place. So the 14th gate really is, you know, it's the gas pedal. It's in control, you know. When am I going to release, you know, resources? When is that 14th gate going to say, okay, spend money on this or not? This gate is very, very crucial when you get into large business dynamics and small business dynamics as well. It is a part of that, and it's really interesting to watch how it shows up in different configurations, in different pieces, you know, of people's designs. So this is what human design is all about. I can teach you the mechanics. I can go through every single thing with a fine-tooth comb. But if you can't synthesize it and you can't see the big picture, you know, it's just candy for the not self mind. So I've been working with this information now for 7 years. And of course, when I first started, I was trying to figure out in my head, I'm like, what is all this? Like, there's so much information. But the minute that, you know, the strategy and authority was being adhered to in my life, I became aware of all this. Yes, I had to learn this mentally. However, I also had to witness and experience it. As if you don't witness it and you don't experience it, what is it? Like, really, there's no point in learning it. It's about seeing this stuff play out in our world. So watch this 14th gate. If you have this 14th gate, you know, possession in great measure. You know, you're here to have this resource. Now, resource isn't always just money, right? This is also energy resource. So again, you look at my design. The Sacral Center is, you know, a very powerful sacral center. It's hooked up to the root center and to the throat, which then goes over to the ego center. So there's lots of power in my sacral center. So the 14th gate also gives me the information on, okay, when am I going to expend my energy resource, not only my financial resources, but my energy resource on the education, empowerment, you know, all of that that's in my design. You know, and as for my husband, with it, you know, being dormant off of this sacral center, he does not expend his resources very often. It doesn't happen until there's a vision there, and then he's got that 4323. When that breakthrough happens, you know, when he can structure it in his own mind, and then all of a sudden he hears it, you know, right out of his mouth, you know, I'll be buying that tractor today. Okay. Because he's an ego manifester, so his voice speaks it. But he's already had it rolling around. You know, this information is just waiting to be concretized and then, you know, acted upon in the throat center based off of his willpower. So he'll expend those resources, you know, only when it is correct. So again, fun to synthesize, watch it, and watch it play out in your life and the lives of the people that you know and love. So without the 14th gate, and you just have the second gate, there's a possibility of, you know, going into debt because you're constantly trying to fund this vision. You know, and I know a few people that, you know, they don't have the 14th gate and they do have the second gate. They are great visionaries, no way of funding it. So they get on the credit card and they expend resources that they do not actually have. So it's, again, interesting to watch all these dynamics play out. So this is my design, as you see, as I was talking about that whole configuration there. and, just a few of the things that I do. So thank you again for watching. Take care.